Thanks for tuning in to Pirate News. I'm Skylar Jensen.
And I'm Ava Kraus. Here's the news for April 28th. As the pandemic continues, COVID-19 vaccinations are being widely administered. On April 9th, Park University offered a COVID-19 vaccination clinic for students. Reporter Skylar Jensen has more on this story.
On Friday, April 9th, Park University held a vaccine clinic. Free COVID-19 vaccines were administered to students in the Brecken Sports Center. Jamie Uden, Associate Vice President and Dean of Students, said that around 150 students were vaccinated that day. One of those students who chose to get the vaccine at this event was Christian Dos Santos, sophomore music major.
I chose to get a vaccine today because I want to protect other people, and also I think it's an important thing now, and this is the only thing we have for protecting ourselves and other people. So it's the only way I can get to go to Brazil and coming back safely.
Leah Wynn, senior Spanish student, also chose to get the vaccine this day.
I chose to get vaccinated today because I'd like to actually be able to see my mom and my great aunt and great uncle. They're more at risk and they live all the way in California. I haven't seen them for a couple years, so I'd love to be able to have that opportunity to just actually be around them for once.
Kayla Thomas, freshman biology student, shares her thoughts on Park putting on this event.
I think that it's a great thing that Park's putting on the vaccination event, especially for students who may not live close or are from out of the country, because it gives them an easy opportunity and they don't have to travel anywhere to get it.
The vaccine clinic for the second shot will be on Friday, May 7th, according to Uden. He says more information will be sent out to students soon, so be on the lookout for that.
Thanks, Skylar.
With widespread availability of the COVID-19 vaccine and decreasing cases, Park University has announced its plans to return to a more normal on-campus schedule this fall. What does that mean? Reporter Natalia Nalevaiko has details.
COVID-19 has caused many adjustments and struggles in the daily lives of college students and professors. Now with things looking up, Park University is headed back to on-campus classes in the fall. Assistant Professor of Communication, Dr. Laura Cohn, says she is ready for the fall.
I'm super excited about being back on campus. I kind of feel like this last year has been a lost year in a way, because I just don't feel like I've been at my best teaching. I don't feel like students have been at their best learning.
Two juniors, fitness and wellness major Raven Ross and biology major DeCarlo Jackson Jr., have both had a tough time with blended classes.
It will greatly improve my learning experience because I have really struggled with online classes. Going back fully on campus will help me a lot to be more motivated and more productive.
I'm really coming to the conclusion that the mixing of modes doesn't work for a lot of people.
Having to rely on yourself to accomplish all your work is kind of hard. When you're in person, you get kind of motivation to do things. You're in class and you're more attentive in class than you are virtually.
These Park students and professor are hopeful for a smooth transition back to normal.
If vaccinations end up doing well and COVID's not as bad, I feel like being full capacity will work out.
There's probably still going to be the social distancing. So I think maybe class sizes will be a little smaller. I think we're probably still wearing masks, for quite a while at least.
I think we could run into some problems. I don't think it's anything that would cause us to have to go back online, hopefully.
Just transitioning back to how we were would be a big jump, and there's likely to be some problems.
I think that's part of kind of healing from this experience.
With more people coming back and then going back to normal, which will, I feel like, improve most people's college experience.
I'm looking forward to just being able to be on campus and be around all my friends and just kind of have that college experience back.
It's just going to be so exciting to have real live people instead of cameras.
Our Park U family will once again be face-to-face.
Thanks, Natalia.
In non-COVID news on the Parkville campus, the women's volleyball team is going after its third national title in school history at the NAIA National Tournament this week. Reporter Nathan Dunn offers a recap of the tournament's opening round, where the Pirates swept Indiana University East.
On April 17th, the Park University women's volleyball team hosted Indiana University East in the NAIA opening round. The Pirates swept the Red Wolves in 3 sets, winning set 1 25-18, set 2 25-15, and set 3 25-18. sophomore outside hitter Milena Hensley had a game-leading 14 points and 13 kills for Park. Park advanced to the NAIA final site in Sioux City, Iowa. They are currently in pool play, and if they win their pool, they will advance to the quarterfinals on April 29th.
The Pirates played Bellevue University in pool play yesterday, topping the Bruins 3-0. The team is currently playing Dordt University. If they advance, elimination rounds will be held the rest of this week, with the championship match scheduled for Saturday.
For many seniors, graduation is approaching quickly. The university has decided to proceed with a virtual ceremony, but has offered a few more options for students. On April 26th, interim president Shane Smead extended an invitation to students to take a photo with him and Provost Michelle Myers on the stairs of McKay Hall on Saturday, May 8th between 9 and 11 a.m. The university will also be holding a graduation walk on campus where graduates can take their final walk around campus. Reporter Mackenzie Coder spoke with the Director of Student Engagement, Maya Lawrence, to learn more about this event.
This year's graduation ceremony will be held virtually, but Director of Student Engagement Maya Lawrence understands the importance of seniors getting to celebrate around faculty and other students. That's why the Office of Student Engagement and Leadership is inviting the Park community to the first annual Final Walk.
I had a couple of students in my office just sad, really sad about not being able to celebrate this accomplishments with their classmates and specifically with faculty and staff. So I think they expressed it to me because they knew I would want to create something.
The event will take place on May 7th at 3 p.m., where students will line up outside of Copley Quad. Staff, faculty, and other classmates are encouraged to line up along the streets to cheer on the graduates as they take their last walk around campus. The route will go around the side of Copley Thaw, up the hill between McKay and Thompson, and end at Norrington Center, where academic affairs, career development, and graduate admissions and success will have booths set up with swag and other information for graduating seniors.
Seniors who plan to participate in the walk are encouraged to RSVP using this QR code. But before the celebrating begins, there's finals week. Many student organizations are holding events to help lessen the stress of finals and mark the end of the semester. On Friday, April 30th, PSAB will be holding an event from 8 to 10 p.m. in the lower parking lot of Copley Quad. There will be giveaways, food trucks, and a surprise that has yet to be announced.
Besides participating in these events, students also need to hit the books. Reporter Tyler Cornell has some tips for studying smarter.
With trees blooming, days getting longer, warming temperatures, and smelling fresh cut grass, all of us are reminded of the summer that is approaching. But before summer can begin, students must jump over one last hurdle: final exams. How can you prepare for your finals? We researched and talked to professors on how you can study for your final exams. Professors say do not cram before your exam. Cramming the night before can actually hinder your studying. Review your notes and or study guides for 60 to 90 minutes a day, so you can review only small tidbits at a time in order to prepare for the entire exam. They also recommend that you create or complete a mock test. You can Google online your subject to see if a mock final test exists, such as on Quizlet. Another way you can do this is to ask your professor for a previous final. Some professors might decline, but it never hurts to ask. If applicable, pull out your past exams from the semester and take them again, rewriting your questions. Professors also recommend that you do not multitask. Focus your dedicated study time strictly for one subject. For instance, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, study 3 specific classes, and on Tuesday and Thursday, study for your 2 other classes. They also recommend to focus on the big picture. If one particular topic is giving you trouble, ask yourself how it fits into the big picture of the class. Since your final is comprehensive, understand how the class builds on itself. While most of us do stress over final exams, practicing meditation Doing yoga, taking a walk, or rewarding yourself to a treat like chocolate can actually improve your grade. Remember, every past student or alumni has taken a final. Even though it might seem like the end of the world, you will survive. Good luck on your final, Park Pirates, and enjoy your summer.
Thanks, Tyler.
For a study break or summer entertainment, you might want to check out Crepe KC. Reporter Mackenzie Coder visited the creperie and coffee shop to learn about its history and offerings.
After only having been open for a few months in 2020, Crepe KC had to close their doors temporarily because of COVID. This creperie and coffee shop is now open in their new location in the Iron District of North Kansas City. As a relatively new business, employee Emily Hermes describes what the environment and history of this family business is like.
We are a family-owned business. Our owners grew up eating these crepes. It's that same recipe. Our original crepe, which is lemon and blueberry, is something they grew up eating. So there's just like a lot of family and history and love with Crepe KC, and we want our customers to feel that. We're super grateful that we've had kind of this customer base that has stuck with us and kind of been there.
Spring is the perfect time to come out and visit this nice little restaurant located in the Iron District. There's games, picnic tables, and it's a great place to hang out with family and friends.
Are we in for some good weather for outdoor dining? Let's check in with Tyler for an update.
Unfortunately, I would say we should stay inside for the next couple of days. Wednesday morning began with cloudy and humid conditions. Rain showers mixed with thunderstorms are expected throughout the day, with an 80% chance continuing through this evening. The showers should taper out through the early morning hours on Thursday, and will reach a high of 71 degrees with lows in the upper 50s. The weekend is on track to have sunny skies with the high topping out in the 80s, so that would be a great time to find a patio to soak up the sun. Back to you guys.
In local news, Sporting KC's 2021 season is underway, and the organization is eager to get started. Reporter Nathan Dunn has more on the team's plan for this season.
Sporting Kansas City's 2021 quest for the MLS Cup is underway. They opened the season on the road with a 2-1 win against the New York Red Bulls before settling for a 1-1 tie in their home opener against Orlando City. After finishing last season 10th in goals against average, Sporting KC manager and sporting director Peter Vermees is expecting his defense to step up in 2021.
Whenever we've had successful seasons in the past, we've always been a team that's probably been in the top 3 in goals against average. And so every year our objective is to try to be in that world. And so it doesn't change in that we want to make sure that we are a very difficult team to play against defensively. We have to be a team that does not give up soft goals. And like I said, we have to make it really difficult for other teams. So whether it's the back 4 or the entire 11, they just have to be merciless on defense.
Forward Johnny Russell will be taking up a greater role this year. Following the departure of former captain Matt Beasler, Russell has been named the captain for 2021.
You know, I played sort of tail end of last season as captain, so that was nice, but to be officially named captain when I first get to walk the team out, it's going to be a special moment for me. Obviously, Rogers taking the reins as just trying to get back to fitness, so I've spoken about it before. It's a proud moment for me in my career. I've had a pretty long career up to this point, and to be named captain now, and especially when we've got so many leaders in this team, it's a nice feeling for me.
Forward Daniel Shallowy struggled over the past 2 years, scoring just once in 43 appearances. He got 2021 off to a good start, scoring the match winner in Week 1 against the New York Red Bulls.
It felt great, honestly. It's not even just about the goal, but having 1-for-1 guys like the season like that, I think it gives me a great boost. So I just can't wait to keep going, and hopefully I can have a successful season.
Sporting is looking to qualify for the MLS Cup playoffs for the 10th time since 2011. If they manage to do so, they will have the opportunity to play for their 3rd MLS Cup in the organization's history.
We will definitely be keeping an eye on their progress this season. Thanks, Nathan. That's it for Pirate News. I'm Skylar Jensen.
And I'm April Kraus. Stay safe, Pirates.